Hey. Y'all give me a second while I take a sip of coffee because I just pressed stop on the previous reading I just did and press play. I didn't even take a sip. All right, you guys. Welcome to Beyond the Veil with Adina. I am Adina, obviously. And I am going to try to rush through this reading. Not rush, but I'm doing this on my real estate break. I have had to give more time and energy to my real estate career. So I am finding a good balance. I'm in the process of finding a good balance between this channel and real estate as they are both picking up momentum. And I want to make sure I continue to feed both of them until they're both tall trees whose shade I can stand under and plant other plants. So I have to make sure that I give them both equal amounts of energy. And so this reading is going to be, you see, I'm struggling between doing a reading on the royal family because before all the news about them kicked off, I put Meghan Markle on my list and I kept evading reading her because I just didn't understand why I would read her. There was nothing going on with them. Then everything went on. Now I feel like there are so many other stories and readings and things done on them. I just don't want to. I don't know if there is anything I can lend to the conversation. And right now, I think they're doing what I predicted they'd do in the outcome. The kids are all, as William is being primed or prepared for his potential ascent into the throne, they're all, it's like shit is being hashed out. Death in the family always brings chaos because order from chaos. So I actually do not want to read the royal family, even though I feel like that's the responsible thing to do for the diverse crowd that I have here on my channel. But I've read them. I think it was sufficient. I don't want to keep up with the play-by-play of them because they bore me and they're outdated and they're going out of style. The only time I really want to read them is when I want to use my accent and to say things like rubbish. And for some reason, I implore you, sounds so much better in a British accent. I implore you to subscribe to my channel. I implore you to call me, email me at beyondtheveiladina@gmail.com, which is in my description box. To book me for a reading, eh? Don't you say my readings are pretty accurate, eh? Be a good lad and subscribe to my channel and book me for your next reading. Get a consultation with me, why don't you say? It's the most fabulous thing that you can do with your time today. That's the only time I want to read them. And since I just got that accent out of my spirit, I am going to read Usher. It's my second time reading Usher. I want to see how he feels about being low-key implicated in this new lawsuit against Diddy. I want to know what he has going on because he's in the middle of his hot girl pre-spring. It's Super Bowl, dropping an album, getting married. He's just on a high. And being implicated in this civil lawsuit against Diddy by Rodney Lil Rod Jones, I want to know if this is like water off the back of a duck, or if he is in fix-it mode like he was when Keke Palmer's mom said, Usher is gay, in that secretly recorded phone call. And she had to go and smooth that shit over and fix it. Get Keke busy, get Keke some deals, call in some favors to get Keke some deals so that everybody can move on from her drama and that fallout surrounding it. And it worked. It's good PR. It should work that way. Usher Raymond. Usher Raymond. Usher, Usher, Usher. Usher Raymond, come into my cards today with your confessions. Usher V. Raymond, I believe. I don't know if your middle name is V. I don't know why. Now, what is this I see in my eyes? This is so neat. Nowadays, when I close my eyes and get into my spirit trance, when I call people up, I see tie-dye. You know, I mentioned this in another video I just did. When you drop dye into a cup of water or liquid and it starts to expand, that's what I see when I close my eyes and I call up these people. Not all of them, some of them. Usher. Usher Raymond. Come. Usher. Usher Raymond. Get me out of that shit. That's what these cards say. Usher. Usher Raymond. Usher. Usher Raymond. Usher V. Raymond. Usher. 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 Talk to me, Usher. How do you feel about being implicated in P. Diddy's lawsuit, in Lil Rod's lawsuit against P. Diddy? He implicated you without saying your name. You are being implicated in Keke Palmer's mess. You are being implicated in P. Diddy's mess. Why is your name being passed around the industry this way? Industry pass around sticks out in my spirit. Industry pass around. Industry pass around. Industry pass around. Is that what you were, Usher? Yes, my stomach just growled. If you heard that, no, I ain't ate nothing all day. I woke up at 5:30, slept till 6. I woke up at 5:15 because my alarm went off. I slept till about 6:15, got up, did my morning meditation with my spirits, did some exercise, took a shower, and got to work. I haven't even eaten. I stopped on my break. Instead of eating, I am doing videos. I'm still drinking coffee at 1 o'clock because I've been so busy I haven't even been able to enjoy my coffee. But I will. And I'll probably get a bite to eat after I do this reading. Usher Raymond, are you an industry pass around? Why is your name being brought up in gay conversations with Diddy, with Keke Palmer's mom, unbeknownst to her? Tell me about what's going on with you while you're at the height or one of the peaks at the latter part of your career, at a new peak. How do you feel about being implicated in Diddy's lawsuit, in Lil Rod's lawsuit against Diddy, Usher? Tell me about being indirectly implicated in Lil Rod's lawsuit against Diddy. Is there any truth to that, Usher Raymond? I compel you and command you to speak to me in spirit and in truth. Not only will you answer the questions that I ask, but you will spill everything related to the situation. I compel you, Usher, to speak and spill in spirit and in truth. What are your dealings with P. Diddy, if any? How do you feel about being implicated in Lil Rod's civil suit against Diddy? About the claims that you were one of the many male sexual partners in Diddy's freak-offs that you could possibly, allegedly, be an industry pass around, as you might have been since you came into the industry as a young boy. Talk to me, Usher, about you being implicated as gay in everyone's celebrity exposés, but your own. Talk to me about how you feel being implicated. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Usher is a perfectionist. He gives me Virgo. Is Usher a Virgo? He's a Libra. I just finished doing Lil Rod, the man who is the producer who is suing Diddy in a civil suit, who indirectly implicated Meek Mill and Usher, which is why I'm doing this reading. My outcome was the Lover's card. I wonder if he is going to continue to expose male celebrities in their relationship with Diddy. Anyways, Libra males, Virgo males, same energy to me. What exactly is his birthday? I wonder if he's an October Libra. He's a Pisces moon. Dominant energies in his chart is Scorpio, Virgo, Libra. Let me pull up his chart. Oh, he's an October Libra. 7 days after me. Excuse me, y'all. I'm looking at Usher T. Raymond. Not V, T. His south node is in Pisces with his moon. Jupiter in Leo. He seems to benefit from being a sex symbol. In fame, his fame rises. He benefits when he can be seen as a sex symbol. His fame also rises vis-a-vis sex. I know that because that is also in a square with his Mercury in Libra. As an artist, a singer, his talent was sufficient to make him a star. I'm sorry, I'm looking at his chart and reading his chart. His talent was sufficient to make him a star, but the peaks that he has reached, a lot of that has been helped by sexual relationships with powerful people in the industry. Absolutely. And this falls in his 12th house. So these are secret and hidden relationships that benefited him in his career. I repeat, these are secret and hidden 12th house. These are affairs, scandals, secret and hidden relationships, not his public relationships. These are secret and hidden relationships that benefit him. Sexual and intimate relationships that benefit him in his career. His north node is in Virgo. Usher is a perfectionist. Usher would like for his image to be intact. He has just reached a new plateau in his career and he has more plans. Usher and his team are concerned about the effect on Usher's public image and his legacy. Challenging him is the Empress. Usher gets married for image purposes. Methinks that because of the rumors that persist with Usher, whether they have all spilled over into the blogs or not, they have spilled over because I've been aware of rumors about Usher and what happened to him in his childhood being passed around to allegedly Diddy, L.A. Reid, allegedly him grooming and doing the same thing to Justin Bieber that was done to him, allegedly. Those are rumors. But I'm saying I've heard them over a decade ago, at least a decade ago. So these rumors and conversations have always existed. In this age of expose, and especially after Keke Palmer's mom came out with that blurb, Usher is gay. Because Usher was preparing for his new rollout, even back then, the Super Bowl was already in the works for Usher. The album was already in the works. All of this was already in the works. There was a lot of cleanup efforts going on behind the scenes to make that go away and to make sure rumors about Usher go away. Challenging him, though, is that people want to expose Usher because he keeps hiding behind women, especially older women. He's looking for in these women, it's as if he's looking for the mother that did not protect him from the industry. While he is Usher Raymond, the celebrity, the sex symbol, the icon, he seeks after older women that don't necessarily benefit his public image for the sole reason, I believe, is that Usher knows that it's his job to be a sex symbol. Usher also remembers how vulnerable and exposed being an industry sex symbol made him, and what came with being an industry sex symbol: the fame, the adoration from fans, but also the adoration from men behind the scenes. So subconsciously and inherently, even in his peak, he seeks older, motherly, maternal women, because it's as if his inner child is still seeking to be protected. Usher can go out and do his industry things and come home to a maternal woman who can make him feel loved, nurtured, and nurture the inner child in him that obviously has to be triggered in order for him to do the things that he has to do. And then he comes home to his wives who are older, maternal, so that they can nurture him back to sanity. And the industry also understands that Usher needs these older women in order to function the way they need him to. Tamika wasn't a good fit because she's not with the industry shenanigans. Out with Tamika and in with an industry vetted, light-skinned, package wife. If you like older women that can mommy you after you come back from your industry appointments that really keep you in business, fine. If that's what you need to stay sane, we'll give you a handler because we need you to perform in every way. But get one of our girls. Get one of our industry vetted light-skinned girls. In the recent past, Usher has been exposed in the recent few years, starting with the herpes lawsuits that he went through on his own. Keke Palmer's mom, P. Diddy. The problem is Usher is involved in a lot of celebrities' tea. It's almost as if choose a big name celebrity, a A-list celebrity that comes from Usher's time or beyond, and expose them. You may find a story directly related to Usher. I get that he was an industry pass around. Allegedly, he still may be, if he hasn't become one of the perpetrators now, and in some ways he has allegedly. Usher was sacrificed to the industry a long time ago when his mother ushered him in. Usher will not be fazed by this. He will backpedal and pussy pop his way out of this. I get this card every single time a celebrity is brought up or caught up in a scandal and they find their way out of it. Even if it means leaving everybody else in that ship to sink and die, this person won't. In the near future, Usher will not be fazed or dinged and dirtied by the fire that is that lawsuit that Lil Rod has ignited. His team will make sure of it. Crowning Usher, shh. His dealings can't be talked about. And Usher is always on edge. Always on edge. Usher allegedly has taken a lot of industry phalluses. He's given some phallus to the industry. He's taken the D. He's given the D. He's been an industry pass around, allegedly. The way us women have lusted over Usher at some point, not me. I've never lusted over Usher. I don't like my men to be celebrities. I like men that, even if they are in the limelight, they don't revel in it. They don't need it. I like my men very much strong about business, about family, community, faith. And even if you're not low-key, I've never swooned over a celebrity man. I'm not interested in him like that, except for one. I don't want to say it because this industry man is married. I don't typically have celebrity crushes. I never have. But there's one. No offense to this man's wife. I honor his wife. I think she is just as beautiful, and together they make a sexy ass couple. And if I were that way, if I were a party girl that way, I'd lend myself out to the both of them. But I'm not. I am a keeper. I am a prize. I am one who has to be the other head in the relationship, not the third head, the second head. However, the new Dr. Phil on the new Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I unfollowed him on Instagram because I don't want to be lusting after nobody's husband like that. And whenever I saw his picture, the lust was real. I even forgot his name. Adrian, no. Is it Adrian? I don't remember, and I don't need to remember. The new Dr. Phil on the new Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reboot. All the emotions that go through my body as I try to hold in the fire that burns. That's the only celebrity man I ever saw that if I meet you in real life and you weren't married, I'm hollering. I don't like celebrity man. I don't want to be a celebrity girlfriend like that necessarily. I don't mind. But anyways, Usher has taken a lot. He's given a lot. He's been an industry pass around. And he knows this. Usher has way more bones in the closet. He has so many stories to tell. If Usher decided to come out one day and tell all his tea in a book on his deathbed, it'll be the bestseller for the rest of the Bible. The Bible who? Usher will knock it off of its #1 bestseller list because he has tea on everybody. Because he has personal involvement, allegedly. But Usher will be unscathed, and he will leave that scandal involving Lil Rod behind him. Current advice, Usher is walking away. Usher actually is reaching a new plateau in his career. He is even more protected, even more invested into the industry now. After doing the Super Bowl, he's got a whole new network around him now. So the urban stuff, the black community that he was confined to, and all the rumors that we like to revel in, who's gay, who's who, all of that stuff, that is going to be untouchable for Usher because he is walking away from those on that level that he was on. Usher is reaching new levels now. New levels, new devils. New protection. New levels, new devils. New protection. Which is why he will not be bothered by being caught up. The Lovers. This is the card that came out as the final card in the reading I just did for the man who indirectly implicated Usher. Usher, are there going to be more conversations surrounding you and Diddy? Because the spotlight is on you now. You've been indirectly implicated. I expect for more conversations. Even if we don't hear them now, Usher, your name is bubbling. Old rumors coming back up. New rumors about Usher's gaytivities. Usher, and this is another card that came out in that man's reading, but this is in his current actions and current advice. When I said that he was indirectly exposing other big name celebrities, hoping that they would not want to be caught up in Diddy's mess and slide him a coin. Five of Cups, though, something about this. Usher, you're going to be brought up in this mess even more. And it won't be good for you. Even if it doesn't affect your career, it will affect how your main market and your main audience sees you. You may have crossed over now and gotten a new fan base in the Caucasians, in the mainstream. But your name in what you don't want to happen will happen. Conversations around your trauma in the industry. This will trigger you, Usher. This will trigger you. This will trigger guilt. This will trigger regret. This will trigger shame. This will trigger all kinds of feelings within you. Because at some point you were a victim too. That's where the guilt and the shame come from. I know, because I've experienced sexual abuse in my childhood, and I don't feel victimized. I feel ashamed. I feel guilty. I don't want anybody to know I didn't want anyone to know what happened to me because I didn't want anyone to look at me like I was nasty, like I was damaged goods. I was the one ashamed. I was the one walking around with my head down, not wanting anyone to know. Because I was ashamed at how invaluable I would look to know that someone could see me as so worthless to do something like that to me. And I was afraid that everybody else who saw me would see me also as worthless, as nasty, as icky, as tarnished goods. So I get this card, Usher. The outcome is you being heavily triggered. The outcome is you having the black community that you have nurtured yourself in see you that way. See you as a deviant with Carisha, because I wouldn't be surprised if conversations about you not only participating with Carisha, but being one of the overseers in the shenanigans with Carisha. You don't want to be implicated in this situation that Carisha is being implicated in, and her cousin and Diddy. I don't know if you are planning to offer Rodney money to get him to be quiet. I see that you and Carisha did have a relationship. Usher, you and Carisha were a part of Diddy's shenanigans. I believe that you were, Usher, one of the people that they shenaniganed with. Usher, I allegedly believe that for money and opportunity, even in your early days, you have been one of Diddy's favorites. I'm saying that because I'm looking into Diddy. The Magician and Diddy. And the shenanigans. I think you've been one of Diddy's favorite boys. Behind the scenes. One of his favorite boys. And Usher, at all costs, you will avoid being implicated in this lawsuit. It would destroy you for people to know, for the fans to know. But I don't know if you expect this lawsuit to go anywhere, because you know this guy. You know this guy, and you know that he was a willing participant. You see that he chose to come to the shenanigan events and partake. Lil Rodney, he chose. He wasn't forced. Two of Swords, and the only reason he's speaking out now is because he sees it as an opportunity to spill shit to get money. And Usher is triggered. Usher doesn't want to be exposed for deep, disturbing secrets from his past. He would not have become the Usher that he is today had he not been offered the payment for a successful career. And since the outcome is the Five of Cups, I'm just going to say that no matter whether Usher is unscathed by this, because it's not like it's going to ruin his career. However, his social reputation, not in the mainstream, but to his mainstream of support, white people aren't checking for this. Us, though, and his fan base, seeing Usher like that is going to displease a lot of people, but it's also going to trigger Usher, trigger his inner child Usher, and make him feel guilt for the things that he's done as an adult. He's highly triggered, but this trigger is attached to his childhood and his beginnings in the industry. I have a little bit of sympathy for Usher because he was offered up, and I think that his mother ushered him into the hands of predators. And it seems like he turned out okay compared to a lot of the others who had his start in the industry. But just because he's able to hold it together on the outside doesn't mean that he's okay on the inside. Usher has been traumatized in more ways than one. So I hold a little bit of compassion for Usher. Just a little bit. Because we also all have choices to stay in harmful situations once we're an adult and aware that they were harmful and are harmful. So that's my Usher reading. That's all I got for you guys for today. I don't know what to take from it, but Usher will not be scathed by this man, Lil Rod, trying to indirectly implicate him. On the inside, though, Usher is affected by all of this because allegedly it's truer and deeper than we can imagine. Love you guys. Bye.